Hello good people, I hope you're all doing great. My name is Ray. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So today I want to talk about the things that you're supposed to learn before you even do your first import, so that you cannot make a major mistake. They should be like your objectives or the goals that you're supposed to meet even before you do your first import. Rule number one: familiarize yourself with your customs in the country that you're in. How do they deal with the goods that are imported in the countries that you are in? Each country with its own rules and regulations. Did I say that right? Yeah, each country has its way of doing its things. The way things are done in Uganda, not the same way things are done in Kenya, US, and all other places. So you better learn how to deal with your customs when it comes to clearing of imports. The best way to go about it is to ask the agent in China to help you how to go about it. That is the best way that you're supposed to go about it. Remember, a freight forwarder in China, who is a registered freight forwarder, knows everything about almost every country, because they do shipments all over the world each and every day. They load containers almost, all the time. So he is in a better position to help you. He's in a better position to help you understand how your customs work. They can always give you a direction of how you're supposed to go about it. I know I've given you an agent that I use from China. Use that agent to help you ship things in the country that you're in. If you are from South Africa, ask the agent that I've given in the Telegram group, how can I ship my things in South Africa, Sudan, Namibia, Nigeria, all these countries, Senegal, US. Just ask the agent. They are going to help you. Question number two is, what is the best way to ship things in the country that you're in? There are countries that the courier services will do much better. I think the people that are in the US, chances are that you're going to use courier services to ship the things that you're supposed to ship in the country that you're in. Now that is contrarily different for the people that are in countries like, East Africa, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya. We have an opportunity to use consolidators. That is different. So get to learn the best mode that you're going to use to ship things in the country that you're in, and what is going to work best for you. Please don't forget that. That is goal or objective number two that you're supposed to meet before you even pay for your goods in the country that, in China, before you even think of importing your things. Rule number three is, you better understand how you're going to do your sales before you even import the things that you're trying to import. Get a better way, get a better strategy of how you're going to sell your products. Most people get into business to try out, and it is not the best thing that you can ever do. Take your time to just think, how am I going to sell the products that I'm about to import? Am I going to hawk them, maybe put them in a bag and move around in offices and all other places asking people to buy from me? Am I going to use social media? Am I going to set up a shop? Those are things that you're supposed to think of even before you pay for your goods in China. I always advise you to use social media, because we're in times where social media is really performing well. So I would advise you to use social media to do your sales. Consider using social media. That is mainly Instagram and TikTok. I don't know so much about Facebook, as I always tell you, I tried to monetize Facebook, but it didn't work well for me. So I don't have a lot that I can talk about Facebook or Twitter. So have a strategy of how you're going to sell your products that you're about to import. Goal number three, always get to know the actual shipping cost that you're supposed to pay before you import your things in the country. The shipping cost is the determinant factor. If you realize that something is so expensive to ship in the country, just forget about it and choose something else that you can do. You may import something in the country, but the shipping cost is so high that if you import it, you're not going to make a lot of profit margins. And it would be much better if you just got that thing locally. The difference between you and the person maybe who has that thing locally at a cheaper price is the mode of importing. That is the shipping cost. There are two ways that a business person can be affected by the shipping cost. Number one, a person who is loading their full container. That is a big business person. That's not a small business person. Can never be compared with us small business people, that we are using consolidation, that we are using courier services to get our things in the country. It's much cheaper when you load your full container. It is much cheaper when you load your full container. Remember, the shipping companies are there to do business. So they're always making money from the, from how you're doing your things, from consolidating things for you and shipping them in the country that you're in. You may find a cargo that is going to cost you maybe $20,000 to clear can cost you maybe $9,000 to clear when you ship it as a full container. So the difference is very high. This applies to the people that want to shop or to import things that have very small profit margins. Example, sweets. I've had so many people telling me, I would want to start importing candies and all that. That business favors a person who is loading a full container. Any business with some very minimal profit margins, be very careful of it. It can take you at a very huge loss if you try to use the method that we are using as the small business people. What are they called? Electronics. Electronics is a business that cannot really favor you unless you are loading a full container. And also things like tissues, things like printing papers, anything that is with very minimal profit margins is quite tricky to get yourself into as you try to do consolidation. You wait until the day that you can afford to load a full container, and then after that you can just you can just ship the items that now you want to ship. All right, that is just a hint that I've given you. And I know some people feel as if I'm just trying to discourage them from meeting to doing whatever they have always aspired to do. But it's because I always tell you the truth so that you can benefit from that truth, and mainly so that you cannot make the same mistakes that I did. So never import something in the country without getting the shipping cost of it, the actual shipping cost of it. Actually, never pay for any product in China without calculating its shipping cost. It could be going for $2, but the shipping cost is $50. So it gets to you at $52. And maybe locally you can get it at $3. So always consider that and never forget that. Listen, because I've ever done those mistakes. Another thing that you're supposed to, I think it's point number 5 now. Another thing that you're supposed to keep in mind is you have to get all the goal and objective that you're supposed to meet before you even pay for your goods in China, or before you even try to do your imports. Is always know the actual cost of the product. This is a formula of calculating the actual cost of the product. It is the buying price, the total buying price, plus the total shipping cost, divided by the pieces of the items that you're going to buy. Assuming you're having 20 ring lights, the buying price was $100. The shipping cost was $50. That is buying price 100 plus $50 shipping cost. That makes it to $150 divided by the 20 ring lights. You will get the actual cost of an item. That is now whatever you get is the actual cost of an item of each of the ring lights. Never forget to calculate that, because it gives you the actual value of that item. The actual value of the item is, when it gets to you, it is going to get you at this amount. It's going to get to you at this specific price. You will note that some things are going to exceed the costs, the local cost. So if you do that math and realize that the product that you're about to import is exceeding the local cost, then you forget about that thing. Also, when you do that math, it's your high time now to find locally. Compare whatever you're going to get a specific item at in your country, and then you go to the supermarket and just check. Probably you're shipping in diapers. Diapers is one of the best businesses that you can ever get yourself into. Go to the local supermarkets and see how diapers are going for. Probably the adult diapers. and see how much you're going to get that item at. Then do a comparison and see, so if I get this item at this amount, if I get this specific pack of diapers at how $5, and in our supermarkets is being sold at $20. So even if I sold it at $15 or maybe $16, I'll have made a lot of profit, that is times 3, and I'll have, you know, gone a bit lower than our supermarkets. Those are the logics that you're supposed to put in place as you try to do your inputs. Please never forget those things that I've talked about, because you know, you can just make a mistake and just assume that there are things that you should just know, and you should assume that there are things that, you know, maybe if you import, they're just going to fall in place. But that is not how things happen. You have to do it as I have taught you. So I've said this, let's summarize. Number one, you have to understand the best way to ship your things in the country that you're in, the best way to deal with your customs. The other thing is the best strategy to do your sales before you do your inputs. You're supposed to learn how to calculate the shipping cost before you even pay for your goods in the country of origin. The fifth one is you are supposed to calculate the actual cost of the products before you even ship them. With that said and done, you're going to succeed in the business that you're going. No, by the time you are importing the thing that you want to import, you've already replaced your fears with the knowledge. You know whatever you're doing. You're not guessing. You're not even having any fear in doing the business, because you know your moves are calculated. You know whatever you're doing. You have a reason why you're doing the things that you're doing. You're not just doing them for the sake of doing them. So with that, you find yourself, you've replaced your fears of doing business now with the knowledge that you need to do that business, and you even become more courageous to go ahead and do it. Don't forget that God is a God of order. God is a God of order. For God to help you or intervene in the things that you're doing, have some order. Have a reason why you're doing a specific thing, right? Have a reason why you're doing a specific thing. And with that said and done, things will just flow. Things will just flow. And you'll have premeditated of any challenge that can arise as you do the businesses. You'll have learned, if it is selling your things on social media, you'll have learned how you're supposed to go about it, how to run adverts, how to effectively create a page that you expect to do your sales in there. You'll have learned so much that you won't even be worried about anything. So it's a good one. I just wanted to do a short video and just, you know, teach you about those few things. I'm just hoping that they will be of so much help to you in one way or another. Comment down below and maybe let me know whatever you want me to address, or you can just, you know, just help me with any problem that you'd want to see me helping you solve on the comment down below. Also, go follow me on all my social sites. As I told you, each and every social site, they are the things that I post in there. LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, just go and follow me in there. Like, share the video, and just don't forget again to leave a comment and turn on the notification bell so that you can always get the videos that I'm doing, or a notification of the things that I'll be doing. Not forgetting to remind you that from 1st of December all the way to 23rd of December, each and every day, I'll help one of you to start a business. I'll help one of you to start a business. So please don't forget that. You have to travel to Sarova, because I'll be doing it at Sarova. Don't worry about the transport. I'll take care of the transport from wherever you're coming from. You have to be here very early, and be a person who really needs the help. Kindly don't forget that. Be a person who really needs the help. If you can afford to get yourself like $5,000 or $50 and above for you to start doing your inputs, please don't write the email, or please don't get that position, because maybe you'll take a position where someone else who really needed it is going to miss out in it. Please allow the people that really need my help to get that help. So I'll put an email that you're supposed to write to me down on my description box, so that you can write an email to me. Don't forget to add your number. I did this yesterday, and today in the morning I was checking the emails, and I already picked 4 people from the emails that I received yesterday and today. But most of those people have not written their contacts. So I had to write back to them and tell them, maybe, you know, you just share your contacts, your mobile number, so that I can call you. So don't forget to add your to add your number on that email. And also I wanted to remind you that this is only for the people that are 30 years and below. 30 years and below, you have to be a Kenyan. Probably January, I'm going to do another one that it will involve all the people that are out of the country, not the people that are locally here. So from January, inshallah, I'm going to do another one that will involve you guys. So if in Namibia, you're in South Africa, you're wherever, you still got an opportunity, but not now, because this one I want it to be very much physical. I want you guys that you are going to qualify to come and, you know, teach you and fund you to start businesses. Be an example to so many other young people out there how small you can start, and from that little thing that you're doing, how you can grow into bigger heights and all that. So it will be recorded, it will be on camera. Other thing that you need to know is that it should be below 30 years. Did I mention that? Yeah, you have to be below 30 years. I've seen people writing emails to me, they're above 30 and all that. That automatically disqualifies you from being funded. I want the young ones at this moment. And there's a person who commented and said, you know, I'm a bit unfair. No, I'm not unfair. Let me just give this opportunity to the very young, because if there are people who are really stressed up, are the young ones. And even I myself, one time I was young, so I know how it feels to be young. When you're young, you feel so like confused, things that maybe they are not supposed even to be stressing you, they end up stressing you. When you're young, you see everything like a very huge mountain. So that is why I want to help you. And it should be both men and women, equal numbers. Equal numbers, 9, not equal numbers, because 9 will be ladies or maybe men, whichever number exceeds the other, but it has to be like, you know, proportional. So thank you so much again, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel once again. Also to remind you that I'm having a conference that is coming up on 10th of December. I'm going to put I think I'm just going to direct you to my Instagram. Just go to my Instagram, you see a post that I've done in regards to that conference. Come in there if you want to learn. We have very few slots remaining, because I do conferences. This is my 4th conference, but I always have a specific number to work with, so that I can be able to interact with everyone comfortably, and each and every person who comes to the conference feels as if that they had a real one-on-one talk with me. So I don't take such a huge number. So if you really want to come to the conference, this is the time. Don't waste a lot of time, just pay. And as I said, I charge 8,700 for the conferences, and it is supposed to be paid to our till, that is 5393195. No, that's not that till, but 659787. Then you have a call from us. Be ready on 10th. We are going to meet in there, and the deadline for the conference, payment of the conference, is on 4th of December. So very soon we are closing that window, so you better just hurry and just come and we spend a moment together. So thank you so much. God bless you. Nice to have you around. Again, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So thank you. Bye bye.